This winter, you'd better hide under your blankie for the scariest movie of 2021. Adrian Brody is just a man who really likes having sex with fish and wants to find a podcast to listen to that satisfies his need. So what does he do? He takes to Twitter and asks 3 magic, horrifying words.
Okay, so need podcast recommendations. Send.
He didn't realize the terror that he had just summoned into his account.
Okay, awesome. That's a decent amount of podcasts to listen to and a lot more notifications than I usually get. I guess I'll start listening to this Dax Shepard one.
But it only got worse.
Okay, it's been 3 days and 500 people have commented on my tweet promoting their own podcast. I'm guessing they found my tweet by typing podcast recommendations into the search tab. There's no going back now. They'll probably tire themselves out, right?
He was wrong.
Okay, now I have thousands of notifications and they're all people promoting their own fucking true crime podcast. I don't even like true crime. I just want a fish show. Maybe if I delete the tweet, they'll stop. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll just fucking delete it and I'm saved. Okay, delete. Oh no. They found me. I already know about those. They made a whole popular Netflix show about it.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Chew.
No. I don't want your chewy boner pills. There's no escape. The podcasters. There's too many of them. See, that's
What is up, you guys?
No, I won't give you any reviews until I've listened to at least 5 episodes. Get back, you vultures. Get back.
Podcast recommendations coming to a Twitter account near you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the short news with your host, Alex Nador.
Has got a powerful price.
My sisters. And welcome back to the Short News Podcast, the show where I rant about things that currently affect our lives from the perspective of a college student. It's been a weird fucking week, man. I've been so mentally exhausted from everything, but yesterday, something great happened. I went and got my second dose of the COVID vaccine, so in 2 weeks, I'm going to be fully immunized and ready to go and do normal people shit again. I'm really excited for that. Man, it's gonna be so fun. I've been stuck inside for over a year now, and it's been bad. It's been so bad for my mental health. I just sit here and sing made-up songs to my pets, which they obviously don't understand, but I'm going crazy. And I'm home alone for the time being. Ashley's away for a couple of days, so I'm really going crazy. Just me, my cat, 2 guinea pigs here for the weekend, or for a couple days. So what am I doing? Giving my guinea pigs their treats, giving Susie her catnip, and then going to the other room to smoke some legal weed. That makes everyone in the room happy for the time being. But dude, so yeah, the vaccine. Yeah, that was crazy. I won't say where I got it, but it's here in New York City, and it's available for everyone 16 and up now. And it wasn't as crowded as last time I was there. So, I go in, get my visitor sticker tag, and walk upstairs to the line to check in, which last time took a really long time, but this time only took about 10 minutes. And I was called to one of the registry desks, gave my information, and waited for the same lady as last time to stare at the computer screen for what felt like a millennia. Meanwhile, next to us at the other desk, this dude is getting into a heated argument with the other registrar person because he was trying to fake that he got the first vaccine with a counterfeit card. But they told him he wasn't in the registry, like, wasn't in the system, so he was bullshitting. I don't understand, like, I don't understand that at all. If you haven't gotten the first dose, why would you try to get the second dose and pretend you've gotten the first dose? Why not just do the whole thing? Like, so you can have the vaccine passport without actually getting the vaccine? It's probably the most fucked up shit that I've ever seen during this pandemic. People are fucking dying every day from this shit. We've lost hundreds of thousands of Americans, and this dude is going to disrespect the efforts and resources to control the virus that these scientists have come up with by endangering everyone else with a counterfeit vaccine card and only getting 1 out of the 2 doses. That's fucking reckless. It makes me so mad. Why can't you just do it the right way? You're literally going out of your way to make things worse for everyone, including yourself. So this fucking idiot storms off, and the registrar people are talking about him and how they don't know how he got that card. And I was pissed off at this dude. I wanted to fight him. The lady finishes looking at my information and sends me over to the vaccine section. The nice lady with the needle set everything up, and this time, for some reason, the needle hurt significantly more than with the first dose. And I was so tempted when she said, "This one's going to sting a little more than the first one," to say, yes, that's the microchip getting installed. And then immediately, of course, making sure she knew I was joking. But I didn't do that because comedy gets lost on people these days. I didn't know what kind of sense of humor she had. I didn't want to disrespect medical people. But I've talked to my therapist about it, and he says it would have been funny. So I missed an opportunity at a comedic moment. So yeah, the needle hurt a lot more this time. She gave me a sticker, sent me on my way to the waiting area where I had to sit for 15 minutes, and they gave me a water bottle, and I sat there to make sure I didn't have any sort of bad reaction to the vaccine, and then I went home feeling pretty good. It took about an hour for the arm pain to really set in. Now I have limited mobility in my left arm, but that's okay though. I can go a couple of days without going on a date with my left hand. It sucks that I can't work out though. That's the one thing that I actually have been trying to stay on top of. But I haven't felt any other side effects. I was a little bit tired, but after a hot shower, I felt much better and my body felt less exhausted. I think I was also just really pumped to have gotten the full vaccine, so I was active for a while afterwards, and it was weird because everyone else I know who's gotten the Pfizer vaccine was sick after the second dose. So I don't know what the deal is here. I was literally sitting in my room doing nothing, waiting for the sickness to hit me like an acid trip or edibles, the way that creeps up on you, and it didn't come. I was anticipating nothing in the end. So in conclusion, getting vaccinated isn't that bad. If I, who faints at the sight of a needle, can go out of my way to get this shit, then you can too. I made a post on Instagram about how people need to get vaccinated, and someone from my old college commented, "I'm allergic." And I remembered a conversation that I had with this person months ago about conspiracies, and she was completely against the vaccine, and I don't remember her saying it was because of an allergy. I remember it being because she believed mRNA vaccines are evil, because they, according to her, change your DNA, which isn't true. That's stupid. Why do you mistake mRNA for DNA? Do you not know the difference? It's really uneducated of you to go around saying such dangerous bullshit to people, spreading that false information around. mRNA are the messengers. They tell your body how to fight illnesses. They send over the instructions to do so, and they're being helped by this vaccine. The vaccine tells them what they need to fight. Nowhere does it say that mRNA is DNA. They aren't the same thing. I can't believe I even have to spell that out for you. It's not the same fucking thing. Just get the vaccine, stop making up excuses because you're afraid of a fucking needle and you're not educated enough to realize that this is important for everyone to get. I really hate this shit. The lack of education on these simple things is too real. And the problem is everyone can just say whatever they want, spreading complete lies to other people, and that's only making this virus worse, which in turn hospitalizes and kills more people. So, congratulations, you fucked us all. Thank you for being a selfish asshole. Why am I so stuffy right now? 1 second. But yeah, honestly, this pandemic has made me hate so many people. I know so many people in my life who are fucking selfish. Well, I lock myself inside and deprive myself of vitamin D because you motherfuckers need to go out and spray each other with your fluids. Get a grip. There's still a virus. God, I hope every store and every event and every place requires a vaccine passport to get in. I fucking hope that happens. Otherwise, this vaccine shit isn't going to work. People are going to keep infecting others because they don't care who they hurt as long as it's not themselves. I want to be able to go to events without a mask and without having to worry about Jim Bob, who thinks vaccines are some sort of method of social control. Fuck, dude, this is making me so mad. Okay, so let's change the subject before I call anyone any more names. We haven't talked about Donald Trump in a while. This isn't going to be too polarizing, which is good. It's just facts. So I think I talked about this last summer when it was happening a ton and when I was getting these emails, but Trump's campaign would send out these emails asking people to donate, and when you click the link, you were taken to a page where in super small print it says that you're agreeing to a weekly recurring payment of whatever the amount was in the initial donation that you made. So one dude who thought he was donating just like $500 one time to the Trump campaign ended up being charged $3,000 in just 1 month because he was tricked into setting up a recurring payment. Old people can't read that small of print, and everything else is so much more eye-catching on that page and meant to be seen. This is just another example of him scamming and screwing over his own followers. Soon enough, he won't even have anyone left supporting him if he's stealing their money. That's such a Trump move, though. Hopefully someone holds him accountable. There have been millions of dollars worth of fraud claims and refunds, so at least some of that money is going back to the people who were tricked into those recurring payments. What else we got going on? Khloe Kardashian is in the news, and at first I was annoyed because Kim has been all over the news for being a billionaire, for being good at nothing except having a huge butt that men worship. And as a dude, that bothers me because I don't have a fat ass to capitalize on. That would make life so much easier if I just had a big old dump truck on the back of me like James Charles at Coachella, except not into children. Anyways, Khloe is in the news because somebody leaked an unedited picture of her to the internet and everyone's giving her shit for it. And I understand, kind of, fake, Photoshop shit is not cool, but at the same time, I have my own views on this, and I'm gonna try to word them the best way I can without making anybody upset, because self-image is something that I and many others struggle with every day. That's why there's no video version of the podcast, because I don't want to get made fun of for my looks or gestures or posture or whatever, and the internet is mean. Khloe has always been joked about and clowned on and has had mean things said about her. Eminem even has lyrics in the song Berserk where he says, "I woke up in a Monte Carlo with the ugly Kardashian, Lamar. Oh, sorry, man, we both said the bar low." You think Khloe didn't take that personally? How could she not? When your whole family's image is, image, then there's a lot of pressure to fit into a certain idealized mold of something that you aren't and never will be. And it's okay, you don't have to be that because no one has achieved that unless they're using plastic surgery, which personally I'm pretty against unless it's fixing something really severe. But hey, whatever makes you feel good, it just makes me feel icky like, dude, your face used to be real, now it's not. So no shit, Khloe is going to edit her photos to try to reach those expectations that people have for her, even though those expectations aren't even reachable for the people criticizing her either. When your insecurities are constantly being exacerbated by the public, and everyone in the public knows who you are, that makes things extremely difficult, and anyone in this situation needs a lot of therapy and support in their life, otherwise their existence will be miserable. Imagine being called the ugly one in your family for your whole life and feeling like you're in the shadow of your sisters or siblings, even though you yourself are successful as well. And just getting that from all sides, everyone, people you don't even know, are saying that about you. I understand more and more every day why women hate us men. The bar is set so high for women, they have to literally paint their faces with makeup in order to feel confident enough to be seen in public and pump up their lips with collagen injections to do all this fucked up shit. And what do guys do? Throw on an old pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt and then point at their dick? As far as I know, the only thing I've needed to do aesthetically for myself is get a decent haircut, and that's it. And that's the point. Khloe is just one example of this fucked up double standard in action. I feel really bad for her as someone who used to get made fun of for my looks. I'm not crying, I'm stuffed up. I don't know what's going on. I think it's allergies. But not at the same level as her, of course, but bullying sucks, man. I know that's what I do to Ted Cruz, but he's a man in power. That's completely different. So I wish the best for Khloe. She was always my favorite of the three big sisters. I'll admit I do watch the show and make fun of their minuscule problems compared to what normal people experience every day. But yeah, dude, self-image is a difficult thing to deal with for anyone. I'm still not completely comfortable with myself or with my body. That's why I've been working out lately to try to fix that. Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna take a quick break here from the topic that we're about to go into. I'm going off script for a second here. Yo, legal weed has been great. It's been really cool. I wish dispensaries were open for recreational right now, but hey, you know what? Drug dealers can get away with it now. All you have to do is make the exchange in the form of a gift instead of a transaction. So they give you the weed right there, and then you give them the money a different time and say it's for something else. Like, oh yeah, you're my friend. Here's $200 after they give you like an ounce of weed or whatever. Like, but days later. And that's the loophole that is completely legal. It's if you give weed to someone as a gift, it's not illegal. So just give gifts, man. Just give gifts. That's what you gotta do. Anyways, I say that because I'm gonna get a little baked for this episode. I'm home alone. So we've been talking about this James Charles shit for a couple of episodes now. It all started when I tweeted something at him and his followers came after me trying to defend their pedophile sister leader. I thought we could look at his apology in depth. I know we kind of touched upon it for maybe a couple minutes, but we didn't get the full gist. So maybe we should do that. You see, SNL made a skit making fun of David Dobrik's apology videos, which was actually one of their funnier skits in the last couple of years. So let's see what James Charles has to say for himself continued. Hi, sisters.
Last couple of weeks, similar accusations are being made again, and I think it's very...
Yo, why does he look like the mayor of Whoville? What is that haircut? He looks like the fucking mayor of Whoville. Look up the mayor of Whoville, and then go find this holding myself accountable video, and tell me that does not look like a Whoville person.
important that I get on camera and talk to you guys honestly about what is going on. When this first happened 2 years ago, I uploaded a video to my channel called No More Lies, and that video was a very planned video. It focused on receipts and screenshots and defending myself in the situation, but I want you guys to know that this video that I'm going to be making today is...
All right, skip.
When this all started online a few weeks ago, it sparked a large conversation and many people have shared their thoughts and opinions, and I want to take some time to address literally everything in today's video. But before doing that, I want to make it really, really clear that...
But before doing that, this video is sponsored by Honey. No, I'm kidding. That would be bad. That would be a really bad look. But anyways, as Ted Cruz, this is sponsored by Panuma. Panuma, if your dick isn't big enough, well, shove a rod in it and stretch it.
I fully understand my actions and how they are wrong. There's no excuse for them, and I don't plan on making any in this video either, and I hope that you will choose to watch it all the way through.
How am I making fun of Ted Cruz during a James Charles video? What the fuck is... I don't really know much about James. I don't, but what I do know is the children need to be protected. This is what he would say, and then he would find some way to have some anti-gay rhetoric and make James be the one that speaks for all of them. Because, I believe in a good old Catholic America. I'm Ted Cruz and I have no testicles.
I also just want to make a quick note as well that I'm filming this on the night of March 31st. It is currently 12:54.
Just for evidence. So the cops can see this and be like, oh, okay, yep, that checks out.
In the morning, I'm alone here in the studio, and I know that when I upload this tomorrow, it is going to be
we saw this part. Keep going.
Actions, and most importantly, apologize to the people that were affected by them. These
keep going.
Actively searching for younger people.
Okay.
I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate.
I'm desperate, is what he said. Wait, okay, go back.
Top of things, and I couldn't understand why relationships were the one outlier. Why were they not working? Why was this area of me so different? And
have you seen your messages with other people? He's like, not even just coercing them. He's like, send me a picture, you dumbass. Like, to these kids, treating them like shit. Like, talking very demeaningly to them as an adult, to children, trying to get explicit pictures from minors, and piece of trash human being. Somebody needs to impeach the mayor of Whoville. Here, let me look up. I need to know mayor of Whoville. Come on, look this shit up. Yes, exactly. Oh my god, I have to tweet that. One second. Alright, so how do you tweet a picture? Okay, what do? You save it? I need like a, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pause this really quick. Yeah, holding myself accountable. Who's holding you accountable for that fucking haircut, you weirdo? Literally the mayor of Whoville. I was spot on. So I tweeted that out. I just did. Because, you know what? Whatever. He's the mayor of Whoville, and he needs to be fucking impeached. That is what I have to say on the subject. And we say bye-bye. It looks like we won't have a tough time finding out who. You think that was loud for you? Imagine how fucking loud that just was in my ears. Let me try that again. What else can I do with this? Well, I guess we know this is one thing cover-up and concealer can't hide. Because he's a makeup artist. Get it? Because he's a makeup artist. You know what? You know what I'm saying?
Like, a lot of us are really smart. I'm really smart.
Come on, please clap.
My sisters. I finally came to a conclusion. It sucks and it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate. I do understand that with these videos.
What? You're desperate? You're desperate. So that's why you go after children? Because you're desperate? There's so many consenting adults in this world that you could be desperate for, but you're choosing to target children. You're desperate? Yeah, you're desperate for some little child dick. I don't even know if I can say that. That's what you're doing. Jesus Christ, you're desperate. Don't use that fucking excuse, dude. You could get anybody you want of age. Of age. But you don't. Repeatedly. Now 11 times. 10 or 11 times. 10 minors, 11 accusations. Or people have come out. And what was I going to say about that? One second. Oh. I'm desperate is exactly what the pedophiles always say to Chris Hansen when he walks in the room and he's like, "Oh, so what's going on here?" And then the predator's like, "Oh, I don't know. What are you doing here?" Meeting Stacy. And how old is Stacy? She said she was 19. Try again. I have the chat log. Okay, she said she was 13. Listen, man, I'm desperate. You know what I mean? That's how that goes down. That is exactly how that goes down. He is using the same excuse that other child predators use, and he needs to be held accountable for this shit, not just making an apology video saying, holding myself accountable. No, dude, obviously you haven't been capable of holding yourself accountable for shit, so someone else has got to do it for you, motherfucker. Fuck James Charles. Piece of shit. And why is it that a man is the leader of has been a female-led industry? Why is a man the representation of that? And now the worst representation of the beauty industry. There are plenty of women who have paved the way for the beauty industry, and they're not getting shit as much of attention compared to James Charles. They're not. So can we start paying attention to female beauty people? Because they're not preying on kids, as far as I know. It's James Charles, Jeffree Star is a rapist. You know, I'm just throwing these things out there. But listen, this guy needs to be held accountable by more than just himself on YouTube. Oh, I got dropped by my show. Oh, I'll never get a TV show again for another year or whatever. I'll just make millions of dollars off my apology videos and more, and makeup palettes that are still being sold in stores. Because corporate greed is never overpowered by even predation.
It is coming to light. It's really starting to, not even starting, it's really looking, period. Like, I'm actively searching for...
Looking? No, it is. It is. Say what it is. You can't, because then you'll go straight to jail. But what it is like that you are searching for children. You are searching for children.
Younger people to be in a relationship with.
Yes. That is what it looks like, and that is what it is, based on the messages, based on everything we've seen, based on the pictures you sent them. That how would they have those otherwise? Sending fucking booty pics to fucking 14-year-olds. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Want to say firsthand that is absolutely not the case. My hope
because
has
you
always
said
been
so?
to be in a relationship with somebody around my age or older that I can relate to, and that...
Okay, keep that in mind. He just said people that are older that he can relate to. Is that what's going on there? Let me look up James Charles, ideal man. Ready for this?
For love on a long term,
yes,
like longevity.
Yes.
Because I hear these stories. We talked about it, and like, how is your love life?
Shit.
Yeah. Why?
Okay, so the thing is, for me, I'm 21, but like I said, I have the mentality of a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
So for me, like, I'm much more mentally and emotionally mature than a lot of people my age. I'm not physically attracted to older guys, which sucks. Like, I would date like the absolute youngest, like 18, 19 that looks a little bit older, or like 24 that like has a young personality.
Okay.
So like I'm in like a...
That right there is, I'm into young people. I'm into really young people. I'm into jailbait. I'm into real close, just right on the edge. And that's the most he can say legally. Legally. Everything else is alleged. Oh.
Tough situation where like
it gets
it's really
worse.
hard for me to find people already that like want to date.
Yeah.
Period. But then a lot of times too, a lot of the guys that I'm attracted to are either like, I had that whole thing with straight guys for a long time.
Are little boys. or straight little boys.
I'm over that, but a lot of the guys that I'm attracted to happen to be like bi.
I'm over that. I'm over trying to convert straight people into being gay. I'm over being a predator on straight men. Now I'm just being a predator on children. It's better. It's better, guys. I promise. Logan, I promise you, sister Logan, it is better. I like Logan, though. I like Logan Paul. I do. I think he's come a long way from the Japanese forest incident. I don't like his brother. I think that's fair. I think even Logan would say that's fair. Based on the part that Jake plays, this whole persona he has of just being the worst person. I don't know if it's real. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Logan, you can sit down and listen to him talk, and it's fine. So he got this information out of James Charles. Let's see where this goes.
Whatever. But a lot of times, like, there are TikTok boys that, like, can't just pick up their life and move to LA, or like aren't ready for an actual relationship. Or a lot of times straight guys will still DM me to this day and like be into it. And like, sure, it's a fun hookup, like never opposed, but like that never turns into anything real because they're not comfortable enough with themselves to be with an actual guy.
Is that bothering you? Does that frustrate you? Or is
it did for a long time, but now I don't engage with those people really at all anymore. And if I do, it's just for a hookup. Like, for example, a few nights ago, and I know that it's not going to turn into anything real.
Transparency is everything. As long as both people are being honest with each other, there's no shame in the game. But you know what they always say? You're going to find love when you're not looking for it, right? And so I'm sure you're learning that slowly, that if you try to get into a relationship with people that, especially in LA.
Yeah, it's like so hard. And what's weird too is like, it's weird because I've had really good relationships. There's a lot of the guys. Okay, so here, how do I explain this? Like, for me, like I've hooked up with some of like the most beautiful guys ever. And for me, like, sure, it was like a fun hookup and stuff, but like there was no spark. Like even if he was like the hottest ever, there was times where like I've finished sucking their dick and like, okay, I just want you to go home. Like, just please, like,
you
leave.
wanted them to leave.
Like, yeah, like this isn't even fun.
I've never heard of this before.
What? He's kind of a stranger. You've never like the hookup culture. He doesn't he is, but he's not. He's let me tell you this.
No girls ever sucked my dick and said, now get out. Because
I'd
pack my bag.
But have you ever had a hookup where you hooked up with them and then were like, wow, I was just horny. I'm not interested in this person at all?
For sure.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's like,
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But you're not with a kid. Not with a kid, though. That's the thing. Not with a kid. Listen, you can suck whatever, but it better be over 18. That's what I'm saying. And as we know, James wants to see the armpit hair of kids. That's so weird. So that was one part where he said, he wants like a young man. Let me see if I can find, where did he say, okay. 21, I would date absolute youngest. Caught himself when he said, you're probably in high school. Yeah, where's the part where he says, oh, here we go, 5'12".
Still in either high school or college, like a senior in high school.
Okay, here.
So like, get on the plane and like, well,
he's talking about like his hookup life.
I've talked to guys that live in different states and stuff, and I'm like, hey, like, why don't you come visit? And like, well, I can't afford a plane ticket. Yep. And it's like, okay, well, I can. So like, get on the plane. And like, well, I just don't really feel comfortable with that. But like, I love you and I really want to be together. And I'm like, well, we can't be together because you can't afford a plane ticket. You're probably still in either high school or college, like a senior in high school or in college.
You're probably either in high school or college. As a senior in high school or college. You hear that? I'll play it for you again.
So like, get on the plane. And like, well, I just don't really feel comfortable with that. But like, I love you and I really want to be together. And I'm like, well, we can't be together because you can't afford a plane ticket. You're probably still in either high school or college, like a senior in high school or in college.
Right.
So like,
and what did he just say here?
I just want to say firsthand that is absolutely not the case. You understand that with these videos coming to light, it's really it's really looking, period. Like, I'm actively searching for younger people to be in a relationship with. And I just want to say firsthand that is absolutely not the case. Yep. And it's like, okay, well, I can. So like, get on the plane. And like, well, I just don't really feel comfortable with that. But like, I love you and I really want to be together. And I'm like, well, we can't be together because you can't afford a plane ticket. You're probably still in either high school or college, like a senior in high school or in college.
Right.
So like,
Caught himself. In 4K. Caught in 4K, James Charles.
My hope has always been to be in a relationship with somebody around my age or older that I can relate to and that can make me laugh. And unfortunately,
that's not what you said on Impulsive, bitch. That is not what you said on Impulsive. Right there, caught you in 4K. We fucking got you on audio, on the podcast. You said high school. But now you're saying you want somebody older? Because now that is the narrative you want to spin so that you can completely separate yourself from the allegations which have now been proven with receipts. Dude, what the hell?
I've not been able to find that person yet, but the idea of actually being...
So instead, I go to the local high school and sit out there and wait for someone to come by.
In a relationship became so important to me that I was willing to trust too quickly, miss out on red flags, and most importantly, not take the precautionary measures that really...
10 times? 10 times, James? You're gonna make the same mistake 10 times? And tell me now you're just finally learning? If you didn't learn the first 10 times, then how can we expect the 11th time to not happen? You know? There is a heavy pattern here, and I don't think I need to spell that out any more than I'm spelling it. Dude is into younger dudes, kids, obviously. He slipped up, said high school, corrected himself with senior in high school because he realized, oh fuck, I just fucked up big time. How nobody caught that months ago when this podcast episode came out, I don't know. I think I watched that. I may have had it on in the background, but I didn't hear that part until recently. Let's see him try to talk his way out of this.
Really, anybody, but especially somebody with a public platform, should be taking before talking to anybody, and there's no excuse for that. When I've watched videos in the past of people talking about serious topics, such as this one, it's always really bothered me when people would talk about conclusions or changes that they're going to make without actually talking about how they got there in the first place. So I think it's really important that I do that in this video. I just honestly think that I owe it to you guys to kind of walk you through the reflection that I've been doing. So you know that I'm taking this seriously, how I came to terms with my desperation and how it led me.
Yes, your desperation. Is that what we're calling pedophilia now? Desperation? You are under arrest for desperation. Get down on the ground, you're under arrest for desperation. No, dude, you're an idiot.
Here. In 2019, my dating life became even more public than it already was when I was called out and labeled as a predator.
Yes,
you
sir.
guys, I feel like at this point, all know the story, so I don't want to go back into details, but pretty much I had to get on camera and prove that I was being lied to. I had all the receipts to back it up.
But dude, this happens over and over and over again. And you're very aggressive with these people. It doesn't seem like you care. Even when you know their age. It not just seems like that, it's obvious. Everything is spelled out pretty much like there. If he was like a serial criminal of some sort, outside of being a predator, he would get caught immediately. If he was like a jewel thief, he'd be leaving fucking footprints everywhere.
But at the time, I also recognized that I definitely needed to change the way I was going about dating because clearly something was not working. And in that video, I made a vow and a promise to myself and to you guys as the audience that I would be way more careful moving forward. And that promise was not one that I kept.
Yeah, no shit, bro. I don't even know if I can sit through all of this. I know I keep saying that. Let's skip ahead. Let's see where this goes. The whole time he's just like trying to protect himself and his reputation. And it's like, no, dude, you were already very candid on Logan Paul's podcast. Unlike this scripted apology video that you made and your publicist helped you make, you on your own, from the dome, on Logan Paul's podcast, no script, said those things from the heart. Honestly. And now you're trying to save face even though you're caught in 4K. It's not even worth it. Everyone who's in the know knows. Dude, Snapchat is just for creeps, I think. Like, everyone on Snapchat is, except for, like, a couple of my friends, they're just trying to, like, fuck. It's not good.
And that I was being taken advantage of when that wasn't the case at all. And I had the mentality that I could reach out to literally anybody and use my Explore page and For You page as a dating app. And eventually I would just happen to find the right person. But that's just not how dating works, literally at all. It's gross.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem is TikTok's Explore page. Yep. Yeah, it's that you're using the Explore page as a dating profile, as a dating app. No, dude, that's not the problem. The problem, you can use the Explore page as a dating app if you want, but you definitely checked the profile before you DM them, because you have to click on the profile in order to get to the DM button. And when you click on the profile, you see in their bio, they usually have their age if they're a kid, because they don't want creeps coming up. So, you know what their ages are, and you choose to ignore it. Don't let this man fool you.
Gross, it's weird, and it's desperation. I just really thought it was important to share my thought process and the conversations that I've been having with myself and professionals behind the scenes in order to help myself fully understand the situation so I could properly hold myself accountable for how I got here in the first place. When these videos started to come to light, power imbalance became a really large topic of conversation on social media, and rightfully so. In 2019, when I had...
Okay, we'll talk about that. He's just talking about shit that we're already going to go over. Power imbalance, when you're a celebrity, those types of things. He's trying to save face. It's not working. He's so full of shit. And you should take a look at this apology. His haircut is so fucking bad. It's actually hilarious.
Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Tony Salome, your good pal from your favorite reality show, 90 Minute Fiancé. I've got a new deal for you that you won't be able to deny. Cryptocurrencies have been a huge market for a couple of months now, and NFTs are selling like ass cakes. So I thought to myself, hey Tony, how you gonna capitalize off this digital age of collectibles? Well, I'll tell you. It's called Crypto Titties. Each pair of Crypto Titties is a unique pair of breastises that I photographed while hiding in the changing room of a Macy's department store. You got big titties, medium titties, and itty-bitty titties, if that's what you're into. Crypto Titties are now on Rarible for 4 Ethereum, which is somewhere around $8,000 per pair, plus the $200 miner's fee, and the miner fees to transfer Ethereum into your wallet. Come on, just pay those fees. I already paid like hundreds of dollars to mint these non-fungible tokens of boobs that didn't want to be photographed, but hey, it's art, and no one can say otherwise. So get all your Ethereums in order and give them to me. Get yourself some Crypto Titties, buy them for your family, show them to your friends, whatever, man, do what you want. Just give me money so I can buy more film for my Polaroid camera that I use to... nothing. I don't use... no. Anyways, Crypto Titties. Yeah, just buy them.
People have been memeing it as a bird's nest, and I'm glad they're not letting him get away with this without being clowned at least. He should be in prison for this shit. I don't understand how he hasn't been investigated by the police. Like, at least. Aren't there, 11 people? Yeah, there's 11 people who have spoken out against him at this point. And all he has to say is it's because he's desperate. It's exactly what they say when Chris Hansen walks in the room. And he'd be like, "Hi, sister. Chris Hansen with Dayline NBC. I'm just desperate, that's all. I'm just desperate." Oh, well, you're going to be a lot more desperate when you're behind bars. Little did James know, the police were waiting outside. And then he walks outside thinking he's free to go and gets tackled by an undercover cop in a ghillie suit. Where is Chris Hansen when you need him? You know what? I'm going to tweet at him because fuck it. That's why. This is perfect material for him. I'm really not sure why he's going after Onision and not James. James is still committing these acts as of this year. He straight up admitted to doing it. Although he did so while gaslighting the victims and saying, they lied, they tricked me. Bullshit, man. Look at their profile. But hopefully Chris thinks this is high profile enough to investigate. Spoken to him before a couple of times. He said he was going to help me out with something and never did, so that sucked. But someone needs to step up. Someone needs to step up and do something. I'm sick of this shit happening over and over again. Austin Jones was the only guy who has been held accountable that I know of in the YouTube world. Held accountable by the law. There's so many more. There's this other YouTuber who I actually used to watch a lot named Pyrocynical. And I thought he was just a regular nice dude, but it turned out he was having sexual furry roleplay chats with underage people on Discord. And listen, I've learned not to kink shame people for being a furry, even if I don't understand it and it scares me. I have a phobia of those suits. But it's the talking to kids part, again. That part that's wrong. As an adult with so many followers, these people should understand that they have a responsibility to be a good person and to treat your fans with respect and not take advantage of the fact that you're famous and that these people look up to you. And people have seemingly forgotten about Pyro's scandal. He's still making videos like nothing happened and no one is even mentioning it anymore. And it really bothers me because while I got arrested at 18 for a gram of weed, these full-grown adults are preying on underage fans, kids, and taking advantage of their fame and status to get whatever they want from their victims. And it's time for this shit to stop. Speaking of shit that needs to stop, Representative from Florida Matt Gaetz is in the news for some pretty disgusting things. I think we talked about this. He was hooking up with a 17-year-old and he's taken what seems like a countless number of selfies with school-aged children. You can look those up on Twitter. And he's tried to schmooze with kids. He's being investigated for sex trafficking minors, and he has a good friend who has just pleaded guilty for the same thing, and that dude's gonna talk. So we'll see where that goes. Matt Gaetz is already not seeking re-election. He's a new guy, right? He's pretty new to this whole politics thing. So it's interesting that he would, before all this shit came out, have chosen to come out and say he's not running for re-election in the future. So government officials get held accountable now. At least that's happening, except for Trump. The fucking dude is invincible, apparently. Trump could take a shit in the middle of the golf course while singing the N-word to the tune of the Macarena, and his supporters would still donate their life savings to him. We're still going into politics. Ted Cruz went on some more TV shows. We haven't seen that. I talk about him all the time, I know. But he's a perfect indicator of how the Republican Party feels on many issues. All packed into a fat, slimy, spineless booger that calls himself Ted. So, fuck Ted Cruz and fuck everything he stands for. But let's see what those things are so we can fuck them even more.
Sandra, our next guest recently visited the overcrowded migrant facility in Donna, Texas. We've shown you the confrontation that he had with that administration official who's trying to block him from taking photographs and video. He's now blasting the Biden border crisis as a, quote, man.
Who is this old fart? Basically, let's go to the border. What am I? Who am I?
Man-made humanitarian disaster. Let's bring in Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Senator, good to see you. We know that you've seen this up close and personal. When you see the video that we have been airing today of those two little girls, aged 3 and 5, just dumped over that border wall, which is 14.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they got dumped over that border wall. Listen, I don't think that's a good thing either. But how is Ted going to spin this to make the Democrats, or to attempt to make the Democrats look bad in some way and make it their fault? Let's see.
Feet high into the desert and then just left there as the smugglers hightail it out of there. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's horrific, and tragically it is happening now every day. I've been to the border many, many times over the past 10 years, and I've never seen it even close to this bad. The numbers are through the roof, and as you mentioned a minute ago, it is the direct result of decisions Joe Biden made in his very first week as president. His first week as president, he made 3.
Oh, wow, those kids are okay. I'm not saying that's good, but they got up. They both got up. They just look like fazed, like, by this whole thing. It really does suck. I don't like that people have to be smuggled to America. I don't like that they have to be, is what I'm not saying I don't like them doing that. I'm saying I don't like that they are being forced to do that instead of being able to come through the regular system. But of course, that's not in Ted's plan. He doesn't want them to come at all. He would not, could not, on a boat, on a train, over a wall. Ted Cruz would not, could not with immigrants.
3 critical decisions. Number 1, he immediately halted construction of the border wall. That leaves huge holes where it wasn't finished.
Yeah, dude, look at that. They climbed the fucking wall right there. What are you talking about? That wall is present in that location that they're throwing those children over. They got them over the wall. We are looking at this right now as you are talking. They got 2 children over the border wall. Obviously, the wall is useless. It doesn't do anything. It's a waste of taxpayer money. Fuck the wall. It's already like rusted. I've seen so many videos of migrants climbing it. Easily.
Being built, and through those holes, we have illegal immigrants that are streaming every night. Number 2, he reinstated the failed catch and release policy. That results in people being apprehended and given a court date sometime in the future and let go, and inevitably most of them never come back. And number 3, he ended the Remain in Mexico international agreement. This was the most important of the 3. President Trump had negotiated with the government of Mexico an agreement that immigrants from Central America who crossed illegally through Mexico.
Yeah, it's some like xenophobic shit right there. Yeah, you can't come into America. We're too good for you. You go to Mexico. Go back. Go into Mexico. But sir, we weren't from Mexico. I don't care. Just go there. You're not coming in here. Stay in Mexico.
Would remain in Mexico while their asylum cases were proceeding. And that, it worked. It produced results. Last year, we had the lowest illegal immigration.
How many people were getting into the country, though? How many people were allowed in legally then through that system? How many people were actually given the go-ahead to leave Mexico and come into the United States? I'm guessing not many, and I'm guessing he's not going to say those numbers.
In 45 years, and on week 1, Joe Biden ripped that agreement in pieces.
Yep. He doesn't even say. He doesn't say how many they let in legally then. None. That's why. None.
And cause the border crisis we're seeing right now.
And now a solution, as far as we can tell, he sees, is to appoint Kamala Harris to the head of the problem solving at the border. But instead of heading to the border, it appears their plan is to deal with the home countries from where these immigrants are coming, Senator Cruz. Kamala Harris, by the way, she was given this role 8 days ago. She was tapped for this border crisis role. We haven't seen a press conference. We barely see her take any questions. And we certainly haven't seen her at the border. So
she's working. She's doing her job. What, you want her to be making appearances instead of actually, like, doing the job of vice president? What, because she's not Trump, needing to be in the limelight every 5 fucking seconds with a press conference every day at the same time where he just shits on fucking reporters? Just because we don't have that again, that means she's not doing anything? Are you stupid, you dumb blonde lady? I don't even know who this is, and I don't care.
Where's the urgency on the part of this administration? We know that they want to blame the previous administration, so fine, they could do that, but there's still a crisis at the border. So what are they doing about it?
Well, nobody's in charge. Joe Biden certainly doesn't want to be in charge. He wants to wash his hands from it. So he appointed Kamala Harris to be in charge of the border, but she very quickly realized she didn't want it because she didn't have any answers. And so within a day or two, she either quit or was fired, because the administration then announced that, no, Kamala's not in charge either. Nobody knows who's in charge. And the truth of the matter is nobody's in charge. You know, when I went last week, I brought 19 senators to the border. We went into that Donna facility. The Donna facility's capacity with COVID restrictions is 250 people. It had over 4,000 people crammed in it. It was over 1,500 times capacity. And by the way, I asked then for the media to come in. Fox.
So then what are you doing about immigrant reform, Ted? Are you doing anything about making the system better, making it easier for those people to be able to come into the country legally? I don't think you are. What choice do they have but to come this way, regardless of COVID? I don't know. It's just ridiculous because he's going to make this the Democrats' fault just because Republicans won't let people into the country. Like, people are going to come here no matter what. They're going to try to come here. So, like, why don't we just make it so they can come here legally and we don't treat them like criminals and send ICE after them and put them in facilities and all those things? How about we get rid of all that? We have a better system. We could do that. We need a better system. So anyways, thanks for the content, Ted. Really helps the show, I promise. One of these days we're going to take a listen to his podcast and make sure make some jokes at his expense, but I'm not sure how a podcast about a podcast would work. Maybe now that I have some time to myself, I'll give Ted's podcast a listen and see what he's telling his TED stands. I can't believe there's enough people that love Ted Cruz that much to the point where he made a podcast. Or was he like, I really do not think people get enough of me when I waste my time joking around on Fox News, calling into radio shows and speaking at Nazi conventions. I think it's time to start my own show where people can get all Ted all the time. What does Ted Cruz's studio even look like? He probably waits for Sunday Mass to close out and uses the local church to record. I have so many questions that I need answered. When is Ted Cruz going to come on this podcast? Why doesn't he go by his real name, Raphael? Does he require sunlight to survive like the rest of us? What are the rules for feeding him after midnight? Anyways, we have some Karens to keep up with, so here's Keeping Up with the Karens, where we make fun of the latest recorded footage of angry middle-aged white ladies in their natural habitat, department stores, where they're being asked to wear a mask, most likely. So here it is, the footage that will be shown in history classes of the future when they talk about our society and the pandemic. Found it.
My name is Ma'am. Do you understand me? You're doing Ma'am. I am not a bro. I am Ma'am.
I'm not a bro. I am ma'am. Jeez. Why does that hit you so hard? I am ma'am. Okay, one second.
because I will take this all the way. I am going now to court to fight masks, and you are not going to tell me what to do. Stand 6 feet away from me and do your social. No, more. You want to be safe, stand 6 feet away from me, okay? That's it. Give me your card with your name, because this branch is going to hear your name. You're going to become famous. Do it now. You will work.
Do it now. Oh, we've seen this one. She says, you work for me, right?
Wear your mask? Are you crazy? Are you trying?
If you never get married, it's not premarital sex.
We just got kicked off the flight because our 2-year-old would not put on a mask, and we tried. I mean, I'm gonna put a video on. And they're sending all of our bags and Adeline's car seat to New York. And we're banned off of United forever because a 2-year-old would not put on a mask.
Okay? Oh, they're trying to put it on.
Okay, aku ikut rasa tak. Kau apa ni?
Dude, I don't care about your fucking kid. You better fucking tape that mask to them if you're going on a fucking metal tube in the sky with a bunch of people who don't want to get sick because of your stupid kid. Because you made the decision to reproduce. That's not everybody else's problem, ma'am.
Do you want to try putting it on her? Adeline,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost ready to go, so please put away your carry-on items, including your large electronic devices like laptops. Feel free to keep using it.
Why are they recording? Because they staged this, obviously. They made it dramatic. They probably told their kid, oh, don't do the mask. You're like, you don't want it, right? And you're like, no, I don't want it. And like, why else would she be recording? Because she knows something wrong is going to happen before she even tries to put the mask on her kid. She was ready to go. All these Karens, they set up the situation and then end up getting owned a lot of the time.
Why? We're over here holding this mask on her face. I'm sorry, sir. I did the opportunity. I took that opportunity and I ran with it. You see this? I'm literally throwing her face. Do you guys do this all the time or what? Like, what? This is compliance. I'm literally holding it over my daughter's face.
Yeah, you're holding her face. That's not a mask. You just... It's very simple. You put the mask on her. If I have to put a flea collar on Susie, she doesn't like it, but, you gotta, hold her down and put it on. You're not even making an effort. If you watch the video, they're purposely not even making an effort. Because they're trying to cause a problem, cause a conflict. I don't get this. This is why I hate people. This is why COVID has made me hate people. Because everyone's fucking selfish and doesn't care about everyone else. Meanwhile, me and Ashley are taking all the precautions, are the first to get the vaccines as soon as possible, fucking stay inside for over a fucking year. And these motherfuckers can't even put on a mask on a plane. I don't give a shit about your kid. Shouldn't have had them. You should not have had them. The world is in a bad place. Global warming, bad politics, everything is going to shit. Why would you be that selfish and bring a life into this world? You think it's going to be a good world for them? You fucking idiot. Idiots. There's two of you. Didn't wear a condom. Yeah, real smart. Real smart. You're probably bringing in such a big brain into the world. Good job.
Compliance right here.
We can't force her. She's literally holding it and she's crying.
You're gonna do this to us?
That's not the airline's problem. That's your problem as a parent. You didn't put on the mask. You didn't make an effort to put on the mask. You're making a scene on purpose. You could easily just put the ear loops around the child's face, put the mask on, adjust it, and that's that. That is that. But you literally didn't even try to put it on. You put it near her, and then she made like she didn't want it, and then that was that.
Yeah? Wow.
Alright, let's go.
What's the issue?
Racist man says this is a no N-word zone and says he's racist. What?
What's up? Why are you coming over here?
I just want to see what you guys are taking pictures of.
Why is it your business?
Well, you know what? This is my home.
Okay, mine too. Why are you taking pictures
Where
of
do
me?
you live?
I live in Scottsdale. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Michigan plates?
Yeah. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Well, you know what? We've had problems here.
I don't care. You don't know me. Why are you taking pictures of me? And I don't know you. Do you know a lot of white men are doing racist things in this world, sir?
No.
You don't know that? You're not aware of that?
I'm a racist.
You are a racist.
I'm a racist.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? So
what's
the
your
issue?
point? Why are you here?
Because this is a zone.
Not really.
Oh, is it?
Not really, sir.
Tell me.
Jesus. Dude's a piece of shit. How do these people exist? How do these people exist? Ba-doop, doop, 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 doop. Fuck this guy. Wow. He really just outwardly fucking said that and did not give a fuck and then said straight up, I'm a racist. No fucks given. That's scary. That type of person is a dangerous human being.
It's not a no niggas. I'm here. And what I'm about to do, I do. I stay here. What I'm about to do, me and my friend, we about to record our video.
Okay.
And you not gonna do a motherfucking thing.
Oh yeah, that's a Karen. Look at that haircut. That's the bob.
She told me that she was calling the cops and to stay the fuck away from the car. And I think she just set off her alarm. Oh, man. She did.
What is going on here? Uh-oh. She's getting out of the car. She's getting out of the car. Uh-oh. Oh, this bitch.
In this parking lot by yourself? Just sitting in the parking lot?
I'm sure there is. You saw me pull up.
Is there a reason you're sitting in this parking lot?
Is it your issue? Like, is it your business? Obviously not. It's fucking racist pieces of shit. What are you doing here? What? People of color aren't allowed to be in certain fucking places because you said so, you fucking cunt? Suck my dick. Oh, she's recording him back. Yeah, I'm recording you too, you fucking bitch. Oh my god, what is that haircut?
Man, that's what you're doing.
The same thing you're doing.
Well,
I'm going to report you.
To what? You said you called the police on me, and I waited for the police like a good Samaritan. What did you call the police for?
I don't know how he's keeping so much of his cool. Like I would
Karen.
I would have kicked the shit out of her.
Crazy Karen.
What a bitch.
I was in line.
You should really take this show on the road.
I'm Puerto Rican. Is that wrong?
That's right. That's right. What about this?
We don't love you.
I love Koreans.
Do they need to
I
speak
love every
English too?
country. But when they come to America, it would be nice if they spoke English.
Too bad for
That's
you.
not racist.
Yes, it is.
That is very racist. That is extremely racist. It's xenophobic and it's a problem. And it's alienating people for having difficulty picking up a new language when they just moved somewhere from a country that they were more familiar with than this one. It's very disrespectful to do that to somebody that's an immigrant.
Not.
The United States doesn't have an official language, jackass. Well, then they don't have to speak it for you because they're not talking to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should have just mind your own business.
Nobody would be standing up to your racist ass.
Really?
Yeah.
That's considered
Really?
racism?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And you should learn the definition of it and not to show your ass in public again.
So you get to harass
Nobody's harassing you. You're talking back to me, silly. You stop talking, and so will I.
talking to them.
I don't care if they weren't talking to you.
You chimed in.
That's right.
He did what you did. He did what you did. He did what you did.
Somebody else's conversation, then you have to expect it.
Yeah.
So there you go. This is the kind of world that you want. Aren't you happy now? I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm just not willing to let this racist idiot get away with this her stupid narrative.
Good man.
Right.
Good man.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
Good man. My dude right there. It's my dude Kevin. Coming in for the kill. Oh.
I'm late every day because there's no working class bus system. The bus system caters to the students. And where are the students from? Where are the students go?
This lady's crazy. She's fucking nuts.
Listen to her.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. You're so going viral, lady.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I wanted to go viral.
Oh,
I bet.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Bye.
When are the police getting here, please?
Yeah, but I don't think you went viral for a good thing.
Coming here to back her up.
That's nuts.
A few moments later.
Hello.
Oh, here's the cops.
Comment to those kids. I asked them to speak English, and everybody started yelling at me. And now he's videotaping me, and they continue to yell at me when I tried to defend myself. And I asked the bus driver.
Oh yeah, you're the victim. You're the victim, right? Totally. Suck my dick. That's what I have to say, because you are not the victim. You were being racist, and you were butting into a conversation that didn't involve you, wasn't even your language. So why is that your business? You are just a xenophobic, racist piece of shit on the bus when you should just be sitting there shutting the fuck up because nobody wants to hear you talk to them. Nobody was talking to you. This all could have been avoided if you weren't a fucking bigot.
I just talked about it with you just now. I know, but I'd rather just kind of get that is the story. Ask them.
Oh, not me.
At the church.
Okay, you're not going to be cooperative right now?
I just want to get to the store.
I want to talk to you on the sidewalk. Okay, if we don't do that right now, you're not going to go, okay? Go right up to the sidewalk. Officer, I'll see you talk there. I'll talk to the bus driver.
You know, this is the first time since I've been in Amherst I ever seen this.
No, not to pull that shit.
Yeah, like
people like me here.
this place is so diverse. I've never thought it would happen here.
Yeah.
I would never.
Where's Amherst?
Oh, she mad. She mad. You're welcome. No, God bless you. God bless you. We're all the same. We're all equal.
You deserve every respect as anybody.
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
I grew up here. I spent 50 years in this town. You deserve every bit of respect that I do.
Yes,
Yeah, God
dude.
bless.
And I won't tolerate
That is the dude.
to any visitors.
God bless.
Thanks for coming here. You make it better by your presence.
Yeah.
Aw, that's nice.
Who did they approach?
That guy right there.
These gentlemen were having a private conversation in Chinese. She said to them, "It would be nice if you spoke English when you're here in the United States." And I immediately told her to stop being disrespectful and so that she should be ashamed of herself and she should feel sorry for saying that to somebody because their conversation was not for her. Okay. Like every time somebody tried to talk to her and explain what was going on, she just got nuttier and nuttier and nuttier.
No physical violence.
No physical. She didn't touch anybody.
No, like threats or I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No, I mean as she was standing by the door, she was going like this at me, but nothing. I'm going to hurt anybody or anything like that. Nothing. I mean, and we went.
You're okay, sir. Everything's all right.
He's not required for that.
Yeah,
you know he's not required for that. Okay, you know you're gonna impeach his rights right now, right?
All I want to do is just make sure I'm documenting who I spoke to. That's all I do.
So with an A, you're using the N-word, but you're here for Black Lives Matter. You really honestly live in America in 2020, but you don't know the difference between a hard ER on the end of the N-word and an A. So you're saying white people can say that?
White people can't say that. Let me just come in and say, I've heard some white people say that to my black friends, and for some reason they just take it. Like they won't say anything. If someone's like, "Yo," some white dude is like, "What's good, my boop?" And they make a face. They're like, "What?" But they're not like. I wish more people would be like, "Yo, that's not fucking cool." You can't say that. Hard R or A. White people, that's a no-no.
White, I just did.
I don't even know why Tekashi 6ix9ine says it. He's Mexican. That's not right either. It's not politically correct.
And you know which white guy specifically? The one who's been standing over there for hours holding a Black Lives Matter sign. So that means you can say whatever you want. White cuck. That means whatever you say whatever you want. Trump supporting fool. Hey, you're the one holding the BLM sign and using the N-word. Wrap that together. Have you never listened to rap music? There's probably, I would guess that there are 300.
Oh, this dude's he's a hip hop head. That's what it is. Oh yeah, totally. It's like when you sing in the car by yourself and nobody's there, and you can sing all the lyrics and nobody hears you, so it's okay.
120 million people in the United States. Yeah. Probably 319 million of them have heard rap music at some point. Have you not? So that means we can say whatever we hear. Have you heard rap music? That means we can say whatever we hear. Have you ever heard it in your life? That means we can say whatever we hear. So have you heard rap music? So then you know the difference between an A on the end of that word and an ER. I'd love to see you use that. ER is what people like you say. Oh, really? Like you say stuff like that. Yeah, you have no idea what I say. Or you're a liberal. In fact, you're over here talking to a cop. Fuck.
Bitch, what's for dinner?
We have hot honey chicken. Say it. I fucking dare you to say it.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I guarantee you it'll be your motherfucking balls on a platter, and I'll give you a side of Glock for free, bitch.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay.
What's a mistake you learned the hard way that you can now help people to avoid?
So now these are just TikToks.
I'm a fucking mistake.
Why would you say something like that?
I heard what the fuck the bitch just said, and then you're gonna pan the camera over to me like I'm a mistake? It's me? I fucking heard her.
And she said name something you love dearly.
No, she fucking didn't. I heard her.
Yes, no, I heard her. I can play it back.
You're the fucking mistake.
Ah, dude.
Shut up.
I think there was just
you don't fucking think. That's the fucking problem.
Babe, I think there was just a miscommunication.
Shut the fuck up. You fucked up, Brady. Shut up. Sit.
And guess what we gonna do?
Wallah. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest are TikToks. We can't play those because they got copyrighted music in them. So you know what time of the day it is now. You know what time it is. It's relationship advice time. Hell yeah, because it's back. And oh shit, is this about me? I, 25 female, and not attracted to my husband, 26 male, because of his weight. Oh, that's not fun. It's Ashley writing about me. My partner has gained 30 pounds, 35 pounds in the last year, and I'm very worried that he's going to be a fat fuck. Okay, here we go. Girlfriend mad at me for getting hard over movie sex scene. Oh, So we were watching something on Netflix and a scene came on when two people were kissing and leading up to an intense scene. The scene lasted about 20 seconds, but my little friend got a semi-boner during it. She felt it as a joke, because whenever a sex scene comes on, she feels it to see if it got hard in a jokingly manner and covers my eyes sometimes, but when she realized he got a bit bigger, this is funny, But she realized he got a bit bigger. She looked at me shocked, then turned her back to me and has been ignoring me all night and morning. That's pretty insecure of her. That doesn't really seem like you're not the problem, okay? Like, you can't control your boner. Like, if two people are having sex on screen or simulated sex or whatever, acting out sex, like, your body is going to have, your mind and body are going to have a reaction to that because you're in the presence of a sexual act being done. It's not, I don't know, you have to describe it that way to her. If, like, I don't know, it seems like people in the comments are saying, like, oh, she seems really immature. Women can get aroused by sex scenes in movies too. It's just not noticeable, unlike men who can't really help to conceal an erection. Yeah, she needs to stop reaching for your junk as a litmus test to see how much you enjoy a sex scene or whatever. That's her problem. That's not yours. So you gotta lay down the law and be like, listen, you can't use my penis as a litmus test anymore. I'm sorry. That is not okay, and it is just going to cause problems because I cannot help when this thing chooses to become erect. I cannot help that. You gotta lay down the law there. Explain. Alright, well, that's that. We've been going on for a while. I gotta eat dinner. Thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it. If you want more of me for some reason, find me on Twitter at Alex_Madore. It's pronounced Mador. Or Alex Mador on Instagram. Or Alex Mador on Clubhouse, which, you know, I'll talk about that in another episode. There's a lot of hateful shit I saw on there recently. But, yeah. So I will be around. I'll see you guys on Monday, most likely. I love you. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you then. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location, yes. You want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pregame parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SB56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.